Well, my name is Nautica. I'm from Gaston, North Carolina. It's right outside of Charlotte, about 20-25 minutes, still a part of the 704.
Okay, so you grew up there your whole life?
Born and raised. I lived in Georgia for a little bit, but that was for about 2 to 3 years.
Okay, and what made you start getting into rapping? I mean, singing. Singing.
Singing, right. I used to be in the choir like middle school, high school, and it just kind of transitioned to me trying to do it for myself. I started off doing covers, and then this past year, 2020, I put out my first project, Naughty If You Nasty.
Naughty If You Nasty. Oh, that's a good range to it. You had to put your name inside the album name like everybody else do?
Oh, not like everybody else. Oh, no. But yeah, I guess, but it was more so, I wasn't really trying to put my name in it. It was more so coined from how Janet had Miss Jackson If You Nasty, because she's one of my influences. So that's where that came from. And that was kind of like her rebel stage, breaking out to sexuality, femininity, things like that. So that's where that came from. I just used my name instead of hers.
I was just watching your videos and looking at your Instagram, and I was like, wow, she's really talented at modeling. And how long you been doing that?
Modeling?
Yes.
I wouldn't even say I'm a model. I just kind of take pictures.
Oh, so you're not a model? Wow. Well, you had me fooled just now. You could have capped on me just now. And now, seeing you listen to your album, you got like 10 songs on it. Why so short?
Well, originally I planned on doing an EP, and it just kind of led to me doing more. When it came to doing the remix for Coca, and then I had to do an intro, and it just kind of lengthened itself. And I didn't really want to remove any of them because I felt like it needed some of the fillers to kind of make it whole. So that's kind of why it was short. I didn't really plan on doing an album to begin with.
Okay. And was you raised by your both parents or your mother, father? Like, who you raised by?
I was raised by my mom and my stepdad.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you grow up singing in churches?
No, I was actually always scared to sing in church. I tried to sing in church like one time, and I don't know, like I guess because I was doing like a different type of singing outside of church, that I kind of felt like sinful trying to sing God's word in the house.
Was you allowed to listen to secular music growing up?
Yeah. One of the first like CDs that my mom had got was Kanye West Graduation. She got these for me, and Nicki Minaj Pink Print. So
Right. The everybody starters pick up right there. The starter album you listen to when you grow up.
exactly.
Listen to Pink Print, Pink Friday, and you listen to College Dropout right
Pink Friday, right? Like I love those albums. So that's kind of like why it's so, my project was so diverse, because I love to like not necessarily rap, but more so like talk kind of fierce, how Nicki like talks her shit, but then at the same time she can be sexual, playful, and then with Kanye bringing more so a word of, independence as being a single mom, because I am.
Yeah, I seen the picture with you and your son right there, and I was like, wow, she got her weight snatched up real soon.
Oh no. Well, he's 2, so it's been 2 years. So.
Okay, I'm still impressed. Still impressive.
Really? Well, usually like with boys, they say you snatch back quick.
So with the girls, you got to take a while to work off the baby fat.
Well, you having a whole nother woman, so it's like, it's extra hormones, all of that.
What was that like? Isn't motherhood?
That was kind of tricky, just because usually like whenever you're pregnant or you're going through like transitioning into motherhood, people usually talk more so about the weight gains, the food cravings and things like that, and nobody actually talks about like the mental mindfuck that come with it, you know what I mean? So me having to go through that, not necessarily by myself, but feeling by myself, and having to figure out who I am now as a new person, because I'm not Nautica without the baby anymore. I'm Nautica with the baby. So I'm figuring out who I am in that instance, and then also who I am as an artist. It was crazy. Like, I wish I could have had somebody to really, coach me through it,
You had like natural birth or C-section?
I had a natural birth.
That was nice. That was nice. That's very impressive. Was you naked in that picture? Because it looked like I was naked.
What picture?
What you and your son, you said me and
Yeah,
Fuji.
I was.
So that was you were fully nude?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he done saw me nude before.
So the photographer seen you nude too?
Well, it was the girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I think my mom was there too. So that's about it.
So you was like, I want to do a nude picture with my son.
You never saw nobody take no pictures with their kid and it was completely nude. You never saw that.
I seen it before. So I'm saying, well, do you
Okay,
hang that?
then that's
Do,
a common thing. Like a lot of people do that because it's like I don't know. It's not really perceived as like sexual. It's more so like
yeah.
I don't know, like birth all over again.
Do you take that picture and put it like in the front of the wall in your house and let everybody
Mhm.
see it?
Mhm. You
It's
can't
quite.
see nothing.
Yeah, no, it was great photographer work. Whoever you did for, you need to go back to them. It was great, great. And
Yeah, she's dope. She's actually from Charlotte too.
I also seen you perform at the Golden in Columbia. How you got down there?
My new choreographer, Big Meech, they do all of my dances as far as like music videos, visualizers, performances, things like that. And she's always putting together different networking events for her program, Poor Rich Kids. So that's kind of how we linked in together and just networking, trying to really unify the Carolinas and not keep it separate as North Carolina, South Carolina, bringing it together. So I try to do a lot of traveling back and forth. I try to get them to come up here a lot and just keep those, juices flowing between the two.
Yeah. What song did you perform down there?
I didn't perform, but I played my songs.
And what song did you play?
I played Coca featuring Rich Dunk, Coca, and then On My Own.
And what was the crowd reaction playing that song? Playing your song?
They was more so shocked that I was talking like that on the track. Because at first, like, so whenever I play my stuff, I didn't tell anybody that it was me. I just kind of threw it in there just to see, you know what I'm saying? So you can get like the real reaction to what's going on. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
like peeping around, watching people, and they like bobbing their head and they're looking like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is this? Who is this? And then like at the end of it, I stand up, I'm like, that's my song, y'all. Hey, I stand up. And it was like, okay, I didn't know you was coming like that on the track now. But yeah.
Are you freaky in your lyrics like you are in real life?
Am I freaky?
Yeah, because you was talking, you was really popping your shit. So I mean,
But you know what they say? The people that talk got the best talk game don't really be doing nothing.
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
trying
I
to talk
have
away
heard
out that
that.
question. I like how you try to talk away out that question though. It's real good.
I'ma say you gotta kind of hype it up. So it's like that. I mean, I got a baby, so.
Yeah. I guess the WAP pretty good though. Uh, I guess so. It's pretty good. Do you feel like females got to talk about sex to sell lyrics, to
I
sell
actually love
records?
that question. A lot of people ask me that question, and I truly don't feel that way. I feel like a lot of times, especially like when it comes to the rappers that I love, like my favorite songs from Nicki don't even have anything to do with sex. It's the inspirational ones. It's the one where she's talking about how she didn't have anything growing up, and now she's able to buy her mama a house. That's the type of stuff I like to listen to. But you also have to understand that the most the easiest way to get your records played right now is in the clubs, and nobody wants to hear about motivational records in the club. So it's like you got to have a little bit of both. You have to have a club record, but then also something to feed your real fans.
I agree. But everybody know at the end of the day, sex sell. Everybody want to hear about the
Not
WAP.
everybody's sex sell though.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact. What you think is better though, sex or love?
Mm, I think it depends. It depends on what type of guy it is too.
What about you though? How do you feel? What you think is good?
Um, I would say, can I choose neither and go with maybe like the mindset or something?
I like how you trying to talk the way out though. You ice
I'm gonna
skating
go with
today,
the
bro.
mind because really, like, sex, you can. Well, I'm not gonna say you can have sex with anybody because you can't, because it's not the same with everybody. And then you also can't love everybody because some people just aren't in a position to be loved. So it's like it depends on the person.
Exactly right though. But sex is so powerful. You don't you agree?
Not necessarily.
Okay. You don't feel like you exchanging energy or like having soul ties with that person after you had sex with them?
I feel like mental stimulation is more powerful than sex.
Yeah, that's mind blowing right there. Have you ever been stimulated mentally?
I've had conversations with men that they've helped me elevate my thinking as far as business, financial aspect, things like that, even with becoming a better woman. And that's definitely stuck with me the longest. So I could say that's probably a mind fuck.
How old you is?
You did not ask no lady how old she is. Now you know that.
You sound like somebody auntie, man.
No.
Okay. You sound like somebody auntie. You right
I
though,
feel
because
like you said what?
I feel like that's important though, because everybody want to stimulate a woman physically, but if you stimulate her mentally,
You got it forever
phys-
anyway.
physically, you already got it though.
You already got it. You don't even need to have sex with her because she's gonna continue to call your phone. She's gonna continue to hit you up. She's gonna continue to think about you.
It's all about the mental aspect though.
And that's actually why I got a song called "Mindfuck" on my project.
You do have a song called that. Have you mind fucked a lot of men in your past?
I try to.
Why is that?
Because like I said, whenever you get somebody like that, when you're in their mind all the time, or you help them elevate in life, they're gonna be thinking about you regardless of who they with.
Right, right. So what you're saying is you like to play games, is what you're saying.
Now you did not just hear me say that. That's not what you just heard. I said I like to help elevate.
So you give out money too and all that? So you think you help elevate financially too?
No, not financially.
Just stimulating them mentally, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So what's some ways you stimulate them? Can you explain that for everybody who's watching?
Let me see. I would say possibly like, say if you came to me with like a new idea that you had like with the company or something, I would like go out of my way to figure out different ways to help you bring out the company, like maybe finding like different team members that could come play a part in it, things like that, or different events that could take place. Why are you making that face?
I'm listening. I'm just listening. I'm listening.
Different like events that could take place to help you network, things like that. But as far as like actually putting the business together, no, I'm not gonna do that for you. That's your part. But I can be an asset.
Oh, I see. You remind me of one of those women who too smart for their own good. Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. I know your type. I know your type. So you just like to feel like you can piece it together and try to quote unquote help assist.
Right. Not quote unquote help. Actually, that is helpful though.
Really? So you kind of like cheerlead him on, huh?
Exactly.
Could you date a man without a job?
Like a 9 to 5 or like anything?
You're just saying, like, what if he came home and like he lost his job or something happened? Would you still continue to date him, or you'll leave him?
I think it depends. Like everything not black and white. It's really not, because you have to think like he could have been working a 9 to 5, but he could have also had a side hustle going on where he was selling this and selling that. So even if he lost his job, does it really matter if he making more doing the side hustle?
Do you date men that work 9 to 5s, or you just date celebrities?
No, I mean I date like anyone that I feel is mentally in the same place as me.
You're probably about 27.
I'm not even 27. I'm not even 25 actually.
Okay.
Stop trying to guess my age. Dang.
I know your type, bro. I know your
What
type.
is my type?
That's a long story right there. We can get into that later. But do you play instruments? Did you grow up playing instruments?
No. I always wanted to play guitar and piano, but I never actually learned how.
Really? Okay. And I also seen, man, you was dancing to a song by Aaliyah, Into You, and I love the song, and I love the choreography in it. Like, how long you been dancing?
I'm gonna say I've actually been dancing longer than singing. So like a lot of things I'm not actually trying to do. It just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you actually have like rhythm, it just kind of falls into it. Like I'm not actually trying to do full on choreography. It's just kind of me dancing to the music.
It was really good though. It was very good though. Who directed that video?
Mike and Knights out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay. And you also got like 4.7 thousand views. So what's that feeling like?
I really don't even care about views, honestly. That's been like the last thing on my mind, like this entire 2020. Well, last year, 2020. At first, I was focused on like getting out there, being seen, you know what I mean? And then when the pandemic hit, it kind of forced me to change my viewpoint and focus on establishing who I am as an artist, as far as branding, content, things like that, and really getting that pushed out first before I even try to worry about getting new fans.
How did that song come together though? Like, tell everybody.
I'm gonna say that since my first actual records came out in 2020, before that I was more so just trying to figure out like who I wanted to be as an artist. So I was just kind of doing different covers. I was doing like mashups. How I had that one, the NTU with Aaliyah and Ariana Grande. I did the Rihanna. I actually did like not an EP, but it was like a 3, 4 songs here and there. I guess you could call them singles of different mashups, and just trying to figure out what I wanted my voice to be.
Now, you a studio singer or you an actual real singer?
What is a real singer? Like, you talking about, am I trying to blow the house down? No, I'm more of a feel good type artist.
Okay. When I say, ain't no disrespect to the studio singer because everybody can't go a cappella.
But
I'm
you
talking
know
about
what though? There's a I'm not gonna say studio singer because there's different types of singers. Like there's Ashanti, but Ashanti don't sound nothing like Fantasia. And that's not saying that neither one of them like are good or bad, but they're just different feelings. You know what I
I
mean?
rather
You
listen
don't
to
go
Ashanti more than Fantasia. That's me personally.
well, Fantasia from North Carolina, so
Casey and JoJo is too. Shout out to Jodeci.
hey, shout out to Jodeci. But yeah, it's just different type of vibes. You don't compare them. It's just different.
And a lot of people did a remake to a One in a Million. Tank did a remake to it, and so on and so forth.
I didn't
Other
see
artists.
Tank.
Tank did a remake. She did a remix. It's very good. It's older, like 5 years old. Do
Wait,
you
Tank
feel
or Tink?
Tink the
Oh yeah, yeah,
Chicago
yeah,
Tank?
yeah, yeah. I love that one. That was good.
Yeah, they need to change their names. But they both sounded like Tink and Tank. But do you feel like you did it just due to the song? Because that's a classic song right there. You took.
That is a classic. I felt like it really helped imprint who I was as far as people. I feel like that was the one that got me like the most, not views, but the most looks from the people that can really make things happen.
And that song 2 years old, right?
Is it 2 years now?
Yeah, it's
It
on
is
YouTube.
2021, so I guess yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Do you have 60 on music?
To my own music, no, I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
Is that not weird?
I mean, it depends on the person, how they
That's
like it
weird.
tonight.
I don't know. That's
How
weird.
is it weird? You the
Well,
one
for
saying
one,
all that stuff?
I don't make sex R&B music. That's number one.
Yes, you do.
Which one? You talking about zoning?
Zoning. What's the song I put on here? Bougie. Yeah,
Well, what type
Bougie.
of sex you having? Because
Bougie. That's You got some more joints on there. I ain't listened to the whole. I listened to a couple of them. But
mm-hmm.
it was kind of sexual. They wasn't like just just outright nasty, but it was kind of like
I
very
like more of the like subliminal messages.
subliminal.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like on that song Bougie, you said you be on your knees like Kaepernick.
No, I said you be on your knees like Kevin. I didn't say me.
You said you also got thankful hood niggas. Is that true?
I mean, I don't discriminate.
I like how you skate. What color your skates are? You skating now, boy. You skating on me. What color your
I don't
ice skates?
discriminate.
You dated hood niggas in the past?
Mm. What do you consider a hood nigga?
In the streets, in the trenches, in and out of jail.
What's
He got 3 baby mamas. Women love
chill
niggas with baby
out?
mamas. Women love niggas with baby mamas though. Something about women is attracted to men with kids for some reason. I'm starting to peep that now as I get older.
How? Like, what you mean?
Women like men with kids.
But my thing is, why do you think we even looking for that? It could be just because it could have just happened.
Nah. Nah, shit just don't happen. Nah, the shit don't just happen now, sweetie. Sweet shit don't just happen. Y'all looking for that though. But
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I don't discriminate with who I date.
would you date a guy like Young Boy or Barack Obama?
I'd probably marry Barack and then still talk to a young boy. Just
Hold
talk.
on, how you gonna be married to Young Boy? How you gonna be married to somebody and talk to another man?
Just talk. We talking right now.
What do you mean just talk though? Just like have casual conversations?
Just talk. Just be friends.
Oh, so you mean to tell me if you're in a serious relationship, you can be friends with the opposite sex, is what you say?
Yeah, you don't have friends?
Yeah,
You
I
don't
got
got no
friends.
girlfriends, like no friends that are women.
So what you saying is if you was married, you would let your man have girlfriends and your man will allow you to have men as
Well, nobody
platonic.
can allow me to do anything, but if he had friends that are women, I can't say nothing about that. They friends.
So you be friends with Young Boy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Me personally, I couldn't marry no woman that That's a deal breaker. You can't have friends from
Friends?
opposite.
Friends is a
Nah,
deal breaker?
ain't
No
nobody just
friends?
friends though. Everybody fucking.
No, that's not true.
So you mean to tell me you got platonic friends right now?
Absolutely.
Friends that ain't never try to touch you or nothing.
I don't know what they done tried to do in their mind, but never.
I'm assuming you controlling the relationship.
Why do I gotta be controlling it?
I
You've
mean,
never just been friends with a girl and just been friends?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. The
I've
only way
actually
a
been
woman
in
can do that,
relationships and it's just been just a relationship. No sex.
I don't believe that unless the woman is not attracted to that guy.
So you've had sex with every single one of your friend girls?
Anywho,
Wow.
hey, I don't know what you're talking. Listen,
That is not
I don't
okay.
believe that men and women can be platonic friends unless the man is gay.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
Unless it's business type. Unless it's business. That's
Oh, well,
different.
yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what I
y'all
was
just
talking
friends.
about. I was talking about like business.
Nah.
I was talking about like business.
I bet you was. And so in the song Bougie though, are you really bougie?
What do you consider bougie?
You know, high maintenance, I guess though. High maintenance. Don't eat at Olive Garden. They got eat at Ruth Chris. Shit like that.
See, I don't consider that bougie. Whenever I think of bougie, I think of like bad and bougie. How it's like stuck up attitude, kind of stiff on niggas, that type of energy. That's what I was thinking of. You know what I mean? Or even whenever like Megan talks about being like a savage, like she's obviously not killing people, but she's saying like she has more of an edgy like attitude.
She killing these lame ass niggas. That's what she doing. So that's what you do? You slaying them out here?
Now you just be putting all type of words in my mouth.
I
I
just
ain't
asked
say
you
none
a
of that.
question.
Only thing I said was stiff on niggas and an attitude. That's it. That's all I said.
You be having an attitude with guys?
I mean, everybody got attitude.
That's true though. That's true. So you saying when a guy try to talk to you, you gotta have like the stank face, like the don't bother me face. That's what you got.
I mean, you gotta play hard to get. That's number one. And then after that, it depends like where his mind at, what he got going on, things like that. And if it progressed, then it progressed, and if not, then you know.
You gave out a lot of fake numbers. I'm assuming in your past or currently.
Why would I do that?
Women always do this shit.
I've never done that before in my life. That's fucked up. I've never done that.
You ain't never done it?
Mm-mm.
Or you ain't never
Usually,
gave it?
you said what?
Oh, my bad. Finish what you about to say?
Usually, like if I'm not feeling it, I just keep it on Instagram, or like I'll refer to my management, that type of thing. But other than that, like I mean, I'm not about to give out no fake number because then it's like when you see me again, you just gonna ask me about the number. So why even go through that?
I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, keep it moving, keep it tucking, keep it trucking.
You would just say no?
I mean, I wouldn't ask you for the number again. Like, what? Obviously, she gave it to you a fake number for a reason. That's what my mind said.
But like, say I give you the number and it's fake, and in your head you thinking, well, damn, that was an accident. She forgot to switch out the one with the two.
Nah,
Or maybe
accident.
I wrote it down wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
I don't
you
believe
be
that.
thinking that. So that could be the reason where you be like, hey, what is this the right number? So I could see that happening.
I don't believe that. Ain't no such thing, no accident. You know what you were doing. You know what you were doing. You know what you was doing. Cap.
So you never gave out no fake number?
I usually get a woman my number. I let her decide if she gonna call me or not.
Okay, that makes sense. That's easier.
I let her decide, you know. Besides, most likely she already fucking about 4 or 5 guys anyway. So I just
Why do you got this? Why do you think that about women?
What do you mean? I think that about women. I mean, it's facts.
That's not true.
It's facts. Right?
That's
I know it's hard for a lot of people who watch it. Like, I can't believe he's saying that, but hey.
So if that's the case, then aren't men fucking like 4 to 5 women?
Well, we ain't talking about men. We talking about women right now. So.
Wow. Okay, my bad. Let me stay right there. But no, I don't think that's true. I feel like every woman is different. Every woman decides what she wants to do with her own body. Like every woman's different. I feel like that comes with conversation too. Like you have to talk to people to know where their mind is.
Yeah. Yeah. You say that though, and then you made a song "I'm a Freak" though. How that song came together?
That was actually wrote for me. Like I told her more so like what to talk about, and she put the words together.
Okay, so you got a songwriter,
I do.
a ghostwriter, or is it a
Not a
ghostwriter?
ghostwriter, actually. Shout out to Kiera. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. She's not a ghostwriter. We collaborate a lot, especially on that project. She's really good at taking like some of my thoughts and turning them into songs. She actually wrote Karma too, which was something that I had been through personally, and I just told her about the situation, and she was able to format it into the song.
Can you explain that song, Karma?
That did you hear it?
I haven't heard it. I haven't got a chance to hear it yet.
Okay, well, karma is more so about knowing that you like lying to somebody, knowing that you on your fuck shit, but then you do it anyways, and it's kind of like I'm gonna go ahead and get it out the way, but I already know it's gonna be returned back to me in some form. I'm just hoping that like life take it easy on me.
So you feel like you was doing wrong on the guy
Okay,
before?
now that could have been it from any situation. That could have been from anything. Why did you have to put that on me?
Well, I say that because the theme of the album was about men and your sexuality. You was expressing it. That's why I assumed it.
I feel like we all make mistakes, or we all do things that are wrong. But I mean, it's a part of growing. It's a part of life, and you kind of have to do those things to know like what type of person you want to be.
So what you're saying is you had cheated on men before?
Where did you hear that? I did not say that at all. That's not what I said. I said you do things that you probably shouldn't be doing. They don't have nothing to do with cheating.
It's facts though. The cheating is just a broad statement. You be flirting with somebody, texting somebody.
I don't think flirting is cheating though.
You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me you've been in a relationship and you flirted with other men?
Okay, he could have flirted with other women.
So what you call flirting though? You just, you know what I'm saying, playing in your hair, talking, or
No, that's touching. We didn't say touching. We said flirting. Flirting is like cute text, things like that, like saying like laughy jokey things. Like say like you know how when you was in high school you would sit beside somebody, y'all would be back and forth giggling. Like that's flirting. You know what I mean? Like that's not nothing serious. I feel like people should continue to flirt because that kind of keeps you youthful, you know?
yeah. Yeah, like Steph Curry wife said last year.
Okay, now what?
I got all
What?
these. I don't feel like I'm
That don't got
attractive
nothing
enough.
to do with that. What? That had nothing to do with that.
Do you really believe in karma?
I do. I think everything you put out eventually is gonna come back, even if it's not like the exact same thing. Like, say if I did cheat, it might not be me getting cheated on, but it could be me going through some type of pain in a different way, just energy wise.
So you've been cheated on?
Have I been cheated on? I
Yeah.
mean, I think so. It felt like it. It definitely started some arguments.
You know you've been cheated on now. I'm not lying. You know you've been
Oh
cheated
my
on.
God. How? Oh, damn. Like, what? How you gonna say I've been cheated on? What you mean? I hope not. Have you been cheated on? Have you cheated?
Everybody, everybody being, everybody.
But have you cheated?
I have in my past, long time ago.
How many
I,
people you done cheated on?
I ain't cheated on that many people though.
How many?
How many? I can't get. She trolling me back right now, y'all. She trolling. She trolling back. She trolling Jay Reed back right now.
How many people?
Nah,
Well, how
not that
many girls
many.
you done cheated on?
I don't have a
How
number.
many? You can't remember? Wow, that's trash. I hope they're watching.
And people don't realize karma comes from like the Buddhists. So like, are you Buddhist?
Hmm. I'm not, but I feel like that's kind of anything. Just even if you don't call it karma, it's still like energy wise, like doing to others as you would have them doing to you. That's the same thing.
How you protect your energy?
I try to like distance myself when I feel things like taking a turn for the worse. Right now, I've been more so like focused on continuing to be the same person I am, even when people do me wrong, and just making better decisions on who to give my energy to.
Okay. And then on the song, you said I'm gonna play with it on FaceTime. God, oh, that's all you doing during the quarantine?
So you ain't did that before?
You trying to flip it back on me? So when you use your ghostwriter, like was she in the studio with you? Or
Okay, she's not no ghostwriter. I just said that we collaborate,
you're a singer. Let
collaborate
me your
mutual
writer.
decisions. But that's like phone sex.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You had a lot.
It's just
Okay.
like updated because before you know, they didn't really have FaceTime. Now we got FaceTime. So it's FaceTime on FaceTime.
Before you had Skype sex.
I never use Skype.
You use Skype. Or what they
Mm-mm.
call it? What was the other shit before Skype? Uvu. Uvu shit, I remember
Oh,
that.
I remember Uvu. Yeah, I remember Uvu.
Yeah, Uvu was popping. Yeah, that was a real controversy right there. I was like, okay, okay, yeah. And then I seen Kayomi Leslie had like one of your pictures.
Hmm.
Are y'all friends or y'all got a relationship?
We've met before. I think I did like a club appearance for CIAA when it was in Charlotte last year, and I ended up meeting her there, and we just been cool. But she's a really pretty girl. She looks the same in person. She's really pretty, really cool.
Right, right. She was with the Bow Wow incident like a year and a half ago with the incident. That's
Hmm.
how I met Noah.
What happened?
With the Bow Wow incident was she went to jail for hitting a Bow Wow and all that shit, domestic violence and shit. That's
Oh,
how I
I
heard
didn't hear
about it.
about that.
You didn't hear about it? Everybody heard about it.
Well,
But
I
that's
probably
dope
wasn't
though.
on Instagram then.
Okay. That's dope. I seen her like it though. So y'all real tight now?
I wouldn't say real tight, but I mean, I like all her stuff. She be liking my stuff. We just Instagram friends. I
Did she
think
help
that's
you?
like the new thing. Like, Instagram friends, like you don't really see each other in person, but it's like, you got somebody on Instagram that you never saw them in person, or you saw them like once or twice, but that's like, yo,
I feel like Instagram friends are pushing more than your real friends, don't you think?
they really do. Like, they really do. And that's why it's just completely different. I don't even consider like Instagram friends like anything different from real friends, because a lot of times the people that you don't know be the ones going mad hard for you. You know what I mean? Or the people that you've only met a few times, they're the ones that are supporting you. And then the people that knew you and grew up with you, they see your stuff and keep it pushing. So I've definitely been trying to separate myself from the people that are just watching versus the people that are supporting.
Yeah, why don't you think like the people you grew up with or your quote unquote friends you see often don't support you or go hard for you as they should or repost it or put it on their story or stuff like that?
Um, it's not everybody, but I would say, just from my standpoint and dealing with like other people that I'm now trying to support more, I would say I don't think a lot of times people realize like what support is, or like how to actually do it with when it comes to whatever it is you're trying to get accomplished. So like me, for instance, I have a lot of now dancer friends. I've never really had to support a dancer before, so now it's like, okay, how can I actually help this girl aside from what we already got going on in my music videos or my performances? How can I actually promote her stuff? So then that's me taking a step back, getting in her shoes. If I was a dancer, what do I want somebody to do for me as a friend? And I feel like a lot of people don't think that way, because at first I wasn't thinking that way. I was just more so, why ain't nobody supporting me? Why ain't nobody supporting me? And it's like, okay, maybe if you try supporting other people, then the people that are watching will catch on, or the people that you're doing it for will do it for you, and then other people will see it, and it can kind of be like a cause and effect type thing.
I agree, I agree. Instagram friends ride hard for you, man.
They
They
do.
they,
Like the
they go
people,
in.
no joke, the people that I've met within 2020 to now, they've been the hardest supporters for me. Aside from like my mom, they've been the ones that really go the hardest for me. And then like the people that I grew up with, it's just like, you know, but we
So
making changes.
do you feel like do Kayomi Leslie like help you network with other celebrities?
I'm more so like watch what she does and just kind of like follow her imprint more than anything. But I definitely don't like reach out and ask for like connections. That's not really like my type of style. I'm more of a just watch people hustle and kind of make my own format based on what they're doing.
Have you been flued out yet?
What does that have to do with anything? What is flued out?
You got fly out. You gotta like pay for your trip to come soon.
I mean, my trip has gotten paid for before, but I don't. It wasn't nothing sexual.
Okay. Where you
People
what
are friends in real life. People do have friends.
was he a celebrity?
That's such a stretch. Next question.
Okay. Where you got flew to? Can you tell us that?
Next question. People have friends. Like what?
I like how she ice skating, y'all. She is ice skating.
No, I'm not. But you one of them dudes that don't believe that girls can have friends. Like
Ice. What? Women
that's
can
really
have
not
friends.
reasonable. It's really not.
What's the most expensive thing a guy bought you so far?
Dang, like I buy all my stuff myself with my own money.
Okay. Was it expensive making your album?
Um, hmm. At first, just because the first few songs, like I had some songs that I didn't actually put on there that I did in Atlanta, and a lot of those were more expensive because I didn't really understand like how to do anything for myself. But then after going through those songs and realizing that I like the sound of coca, it forced me to figure out how to continue to make those songs with a smaller budget so I could put the money towards marketing and other things. And I ended up learning how to engineer my own songs and recording at my own house. So it really saved me a lot of money later on that I wish I would have knew then. So it's kind of like I broke even because at the beginning I did spend a lot of money, you know?
How much money you had spent?
You care about money and sex. That's all you care about. I would say
What?
the first song, like obviously studio time around like 75 to 150 an hour, and then you gotta do the beat, that's probably like 500 a beat, and then you gotta do mix and mastering. It depends who you go to. You can get it for 175 or it can go up to like 1,000. It just all depends on what you're doing.
Do you pay for your cover art as well?
Yeah, I do.
Who shot your cover art for you?
For this one, I really don't know how to say her last name, but Brianna Colliner in Charlotte, North Carolina. She does a lot of my photography.
Okay. Who are some of your favorite artists out of Charlotte or
Mm,
North Carolina, period?
North Carolina, period. I'm gonna say obviously the baby, just because he was one of the pioneers, like to get things really going in this new like era. You don't think so?
I'm letting you finish. I'm let you finish.
I'm gonna say the baby. I'm gonna say Fantasia because she's with the R&B, and you know what I'm saying I've been rocking with her for a minute since American Idol. And then I'm also say Anthony Hamilton because that's another like
Mm.
soulful like, and he's really been the same person. Like me watching him growing up till now, he's been the exact same person. Like nothing has changed about him. His storyline's the same. His voice is the same. The way he dresses, everything about him is so authentic and real, and I can relate to him. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say somebody that's like I'm gonna say Rich Dunk because he's on one of my songs, Coca, and I also like how chill he is in person.
Do a lot of people get fanned out when they see you in person?
Fanned out is extreme. I'm not gonna say fanned out, but like I do have moments where guys won't speak to me, and like we done talked on Instagram, and it's like I know you know me, but they kind of just be looking like I don't know if I'm gonna speak. I feel like a lot of people like kind of perceive me as more so like standoffish, but I'm really not. I'm just more quiet in person. So it's like
So they ain't keeping that same energy when they see you.
I'm not gonna say not keeping the same energy, but it don't be the same.
Do you keep that same energy?
I do. I try to stay the same with everybody I meet, not just like not just the quote unquote like important people. I try to keep it mutual across the board, you know?
So ain't no celebrities in your DMs?
What do you consider a celebrity?
I mean,
Like they gotta
somebody
have a blue check?
was, yeah. Of course, you got that blue check. That's when they start running. That's when they start coming. So, yeah.
Um, I got friends.
Who are they?
I'm not gonna tell y'all my friends. Tell me all your friends.
How many verified blue checks are in your DMs?
I don't count actually.
You got that many?
I don't really go on my DM like that.
You prefer a celebrity over a guy who working 9 to 5?
I prefer a nice guy with a good mental, somebody to keep me focused that I can help with, things like that. That's what I prefer.
Yeah, yeah. So would you date out? So you would date somebody in the industry?
I think it depends. Like everything with me depends, like because it's all situational. Like I don't know about dating like a rapper necessarily, but more so, maybe like somebody that's more so up and coming with me, and not really so much more bigger. Because I would rather have my own name or us grow together than it be like, oh, okay, that's so and so girlfriend or that's so and so baby mama. I don't want one of those titles, you know.
Right. So that's why you want to stay away from rappers. You ready to date an athlete and get that check, ain't it? Get that check.
Well, I just want to have my own name, you know.
Ain't that check?
I didn't say that.
was like doing talent shows like a big part, or you just when you had the stage, like were you performing in front of people your whole life, or
I used to do like we used to do these like choral finale type things where we would sing other people's songs and it'd be like a big like show type of environment. And I would do a lot of those. I would dress up a lot and then I would do theater. I love theater, especially. I've always been like the type to like dress up and try to get outside of my character, things like that. But I never really did necessarily like talent shows. I did showcases, which is kind of similar, like the adult version, but
which city do you think is better, Atlanta or Charlotte?
Charlotte, definitely. What you mean? Like, I feel like
Now,
we
like,
definitely we gotta. What you about to say?
no, keep going, keep going.
We definitely got a lot of growing to do, like as far as the music scene, just because it's so new. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of things that we need to bring here just from seeing from the Atlanta side. They have a lot of underground like hubs that a lot of the execs come to and they go to find talent. And I would love to see that here. Like we definitely got some low key places, but making it like unified to where it's like an actual movement. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see a lot of the executives come into those places to check for talent, to see us perform, things like that. Like I remember the baby did like the baby festival, and I thought that was pretty cool. Like to keep that going continuously.
Would you do a song with him?
I mean, absolutely. I'm willing to collaborate with anybody.
You got in your DMs yet?
No, wait.
And when you were talking about the people out of Charlotte, you forgot to mention one name, Petey
Who?
Pablo. Petey
Oh
Pablo.
yeah, Petey Pablo. Duh. He is. Yeah, you right. You right. I fucked up with that one. You right. I love Petey Pablo.
I know, Freakily. Come on, man. He named every female in the hood in that song. Like,
Yeah. Well, he ain't named me though, so I'm
yeah,
gonna be on a remix.
yeah, man. I think him and the baby collaborated also. And I was just down there in Charlotte last summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's still wooded out there. It's still wooded, though.
What do you mean?
Like it's still country. Like it's so country still out there. Like,
But you know what? I don't want to lose that side of it. I like that part about being in North Carolina because I feel like that's what makes us so different from everywhere else because we have those parts. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like a
D'Angelo
lot of.
Ball.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My bad. Finish what you're saying.
A
Excuse me.
lot of people, like especially like New York, they're always talking about how there's not a lot of trees, and I feel like that's kind of what makes us stand out. We have the trees, we have lakes, we have mountains, beaches, we literally have everything. I feel like I don't want to lose that part of it, but maybe incorporating the newer scene with that.
I was in that mall too. What is
Which
that
one?
mall? Concord. Is Concord considered Charlotte?
No, it's Concord.
So I
It
gotta
is
start
Concord.
saying I've been to Charlotte because I've been to Concord. I've been to Concord.
What, Concord?
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm from Gastonia, not Charlotte, but it's like right outside. Like Concord is right outside.
Okay.
Like Salisbury is right outside, but it's still in that 704 like area.
Mecklenburg. That's over there with the Cheesecake Factory at. You go to that mall a lot?
Not really. I haven't been to the mall like all year because of quarantine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did the quarantine affect your dating life?
absolutely. Now it's more so a lot of the events that I thought I was going to be doing this past year were canceled. A lot of the shows that I thought I was going to be doing was canceled. And I'm just now like this 2 weeks ago being able to actually like get out and perform and network and see people because I really thought this was going to be the year where I took my music to the next level and started marketing, networking, things like that. And it really forced me to stay in the house and just get my mind together. So it was completely different than what I thought it was going to be.
Did it help your creativity, like creating music?
Creating music, the reason I'm going to say no is because with me, I like to experience things before I even collaborate with anybody or talk about anything because I don't want to continue to talk about the same things over and over. And even though I've been through enough already, I feel like there's still more for me to go through because how can I relate to somebody if I'm not continuously evolving? And I feel like you got to kind of be outside to evolve more, you know? But as far as creativity when it comes to branding, I've definitely been doing a lot of research on different things, like different vintage things that I used to watch when I was little, just different things like that to give me ideas as far as what I can do with my brand and content.
Was the pandemic stressful on your mental health?
At first, yeah.
Why
Just
was that?
because I'm going to say I thought that I would be able to like be by myself a lot because I'm usually by myself, and it's easy to be by yourself when you're choosing to. It's hard whenever you kind of forced to.
So now, how you feel about being back outside now? You back outside?
I mean, yeah, I'm outside. But no, it feels good. So I'm excited to actually be able to do shows, showcases. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of music videos, visualizers, things like that coming up now that I'm actually able to move and get around.
Yeah. What kind of festivals you say you plan festivals? What festivals you had lined up this year before the
Well,
quarantine?
we just started doing shout out to Do Work. We just started doing the Carolina Festival in Gastonia, so that was going to become annual, but of course it had to get postponed till hopefully 2021. And I was looking to being a part of that. I really wanted to do my song Coca.
Coca. Okay,
Hmm.
that's a solid song though.
Yeah, I
Don't you
love Coca.
think don't you think you should perform I'm a Freak?
You like that song better?
Yeah,
I
it's
did
cool.
get when I did perform that one, I was surprised at the reaction I got from it, just because in my mind I assumed that to be more of a pop song. But I did it in a club, and a lot of the people in there was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a really hard record. I don't know if it was because of the lyrics or if they was actually just like vibing with the song, but I will say that one definitely surprised me. A lot of dudes like that song.
You get nervous when you performing a lot of people.
Not necessarily. I'm more like at first, I don't know, like when it first started, I'm always like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But then when it happens, I'm just like, I be feeling like that bitch. So
I know a lot of guys hit you in your DMs now since you didn't drop your album, and you got
why you care about my DMs so much?
and Kayomi liking your pictures right now. You getting a
Why
big
you care about my
cosign.
DMs? Ain't nobody in my DMs. It's just me.
Are you a video vixen too?
No, I don't do any like video work, nothing like that.
No OnlyFans.
No OnlyFans. Strictly artist, musician.
Yeah, you see that a lot though. OnlyFans bring that bag in.
Oh, I wouldn't know. So
You feel like you said third trash in your pictures?
absolutely not. Definitely not. Like I don't even feel like I'm sexual like that on Instagram. I really don't. I feel like I keep it modest.
Okay. So you
I
feel like
feel like I've definitely been modest this whole time, like for real.
you've been PG 30. You've been PG
I say
or G
PG.
or
PG
G
13.
rated. You feel like you've been G rated?
I'm not gonna say G rated. I'm gonna say PG 13.
So that right there is G rated.
Let me see. I feel like it, yeah.
If I ain't know any better, I feel like one of your titties is showing out.
Nah, that's a mark on the jumpsuit.
That's why I'm in the jumpsuit. How did that suit came together? Talk about that suit right there.
The shoot, nah, it
Yeah.
was just more so inspired by like I said, trying to get more so sensual, not necessarily sexual, because I don't think those are necessarily sexual pictures. They're more so like alluding to it instead of actually showing it, because you really can't see anything. It's just more so using the imagination to keep it going. So that's kind of where that's coming from. Just being more so sensual, and then also like I'm intentionally like wetting my hair a lot so it can tie in with my brand of like my nautical thing, with my name being Nautica. So that's kind of where that idea came from.
You just giving out that jungle fever.
I did not say all that.
I mean, girl,
I did not
you got
even
the
say
cheetah.
that
You
at
got the
all.
cheetah on, so you giving out that jungle fever.
Nah, it's just using the imagination.
That was your idea though? Like that was your videographer?
Nah, that was my idea. I try to come up with like all of my ideas myself, as far as like photo shoots, video shoots, things like that. Like of course, like when it comes to the music, everyone needs help. You're gonna collaborate, you're gonna do different things together. But when it comes to my image, I really try to be as hands-on as possible and let it stem from me.
Do you work a 9 to 5 or you just do this full time?
It depends.
So what is your daily routine and being
As
an
far as
artist?
what, well, I'm a mom first, so
Okay.
I be with my son like 90% of the day. So a lot of times I'm just working around him. And this whole 2020, I really haven't even got to do like that much as far as being an artist. It was more so 2019 when I was just trying to figure out who I was as an artist, where I was really actually out and about doing Media Girls on Tour, CIAA, things like that. This year, like just being stuck in the house is pretty much all it's been, and just really brainstorming and planning, you know?
What people have you met? We say met girls on tour. What girls have you met?
I met a lot of people.
Can you
Like,
name some of those people?
um, you saw I met Kiyomi, I met Asian Doll, Rich Dunk. I mean, I've met a lot of people, a lot of Charlotte people.
Yeah, Asian dog. Queen Vaughn. Queen Vaughn. Queen Vaughn. Are you on like you smoke weed? Like what do you have in the studio with you when you create?
I don't smoke weed at all just because I'm a singer. I used to do hookah really, really heavy, but then I talked to someone and it was like that deepens your voice a lot, which I didn't know, and it's actually like worse for you. So I had to stop doing that. But if anything, I love like a shot of Henny, Jack Daniels, or like Crown Royal, something like that. I like Coke, and then I love candy. So any candy.
Coke, like Coca-Cola?
Yeah. Coca-Cola, yes, the drink.
When you have all that in the studio with you.
You said what?
Do you have all that in the studio with you?
I mean, it depends on like what type of studio it is. I'm not like really too picky when it comes to studio. I'll do the upscale studios, but then I also do the, the hood studios. It don't really matter to me. I feel like a lot of times, my best like feelings and vibes come from the hood studios. Shout out to Bosses. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to them. Shout out to Bossa Nova and Charlotte. That's where I actually came up with Coca. That was just all of us in the studio having fun and not really being on some having to pay attention to the time and pay attention to who coming in and out. It was just vibes.
You feel like you was a hood. You feel like you was a hood chick in the hood.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I'm just me. I'm not trying to be nobody. Like I was raised in the hood, but of course now I don't live in the hood, so it's just like I can really be in any circle and sit comfortably.
Are you signed yet?
No, I'm not.
So you strictly independent?
Strictly 100% funded by me. All me.
So tell everybody what is it like behind the scenes being an independent artist, being it off the ground, being an artist.
You definitely have to be mindful of everything you do. You have to be mindful of every single time you're spending money because you really can't afford to make mistakes. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times you have to be mindful as to who you're bringing along with the team because certain people can bring the team down if they're not team oriented. And then you also have to be mindful of delegating tasks and things like that, knowing what to accomplish because it's like you can have a million people trying to help you, but if you don't even know where you're going, you just wasted everybody's time.
You know where you're going. Do you feel like you found a direction for your music?
I do. I feel like I want to move more so towards like an edgier type of R&B, doing less of the hip hop, but more so the edgier R&B. And then I've really been into like some of the dance hall. I actually just put out another project of these called like the dance remixes. I've really been into that, like the Vogan type scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to move in more so of that, like how there's Big Frida with the house music, things like that. I think that'll be fun, and I haven't heard too many people here doing it, so I think it'll be fun for me to do.
You've been doing a whole lot of twerking in your videos, what you're saying.
No, I don't.
So you want to be a dancer in your video like Sierra type?
I don't know. I've actually been trying to stop dancing as much just because the thing is like when you dance in your music videos, people expect it out of you in performances and it's a lot to do. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to like cut back on really doing too much and giving too much of myself when I can just bring on more people to do those roles for me.
Who's some of your favorite vocalists? Like some of your personal favorites?
Strictly vocals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Whitney Houston, Adele, Keisha Cole, and I'm just leaving it at them three.
You leave it, okay.
Mm.
Man, you didn't even mention Beyonce. Okay.
I love Beyonce, but I love her more so like as the overall artist, and that's why I said strictly vocals because like as an overall artist, she's definitely like top tier. You know what I mean? Because it's like she has the performance, she has the song, she has the catalog, she has the look, like she just has everything. She's really the full package. So that's like a completely different category. That don't even count.
Who you feel like would have won that Keisha Cole and that Ashanti the versus battle?
I don't know.
Are you a fan of either one?
Yeah, I actually love both of them. I grew up to both of their music. So
You think that would have been a good battle?
I do. I was really excited to see it. I had actually set like my whole day aside to watch it.
You had an outfit too and playing out?
Not the outfit. Nah, I didn't have an outfit, but I was definitely gonna watch it. Like, I love taking my son like downstairs with me, and we be on like the big screen with it. So yeah.
You downstairs. Well, you got long money, well.
How? You don't got no downstairs?
You got long money, man.
You don't
You
got
got long.
downstairs?
Nah, I just got a ranch style house. We ain't got it like that over here, man. I'm in my
Wait,
mama's basement.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
in my mother's basement, by the way. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
But that's still good too. You still doing your thing.
You on that rich nigga shit already, huh?
No, not even. I'm very modest, very humble.
How much do you charge for a feature?
I don't talk business now. You gotta hit my management account.
So oh, you have a manager?
I do. A momager, actually.
A momager?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's good though. You keep it in the family.
Right.
So have you worked with any other artists though?
Rich Dunk from $1 Billion Baby.
Okay. Any artists you would like to work with in the future or plan on?
Just in North Carolina or in general?
In general.
I would love to work with Party Next Door. I feel like he's amazing with writing records. He's really good with mixing edgy with that R&B, but it's not necessarily like the vocals. He's more so like talking it, the feeling type of vibe. I would say, oh, Division. I love Division too. I would have to work with them. They got some crazy R&B records. I would definitely let them do more of the singing, but they cold. And then two, K Camp. I actually just heard the project that he just put out, and he had some crazy records on there. And a lot of people don't talk about him, but I feel like he's definitely underrated in R&B. Like, he got some crazy records on his stuff. I don't know about that phase. Nah. Have you heard Ice Cold and What's on Your Mind? Those are crazy records. I would love to.
Yeah, I'm not a K Camp fan. Like, he just don't do it for me. His music just doesn't connect with me.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds straight, but it just ain't connect. It doesn't resonate. Now, I love SZA. I was bumping SZA Control on the way to get some food earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to Prom, and I was like, bro, she is fucking good, bro. She's solid.
Yeah.
Would you get surgery done to your body?
I think it depends, because obviously I've had a baby. So like, if I ever decide to have more kids, like eventually gravity gonna set in. You know what I mean? So you may need to, tune it up a little bit.
So you'll get your ass done, titties done?
I mean, if they looking different from what they were supposed to, then yeah.
Or get your waist snatched?
I mean, I don't think I really need to get my waist snatched, but
you go to the gym a lot, or you just naturally like that?
I'm naturally toned.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't work out like at all, but I'm going to start this year.
Has anybody ever pressure you or people around you say maybe you should get your ass done that can help you sell, sell streams or whatever, or help you get attention?
No, the only thing like that people have ever told me was that I just need to wear my legs out more. That's the only thing people have ever told me. Never like that it had to be something that I just wasn't.
Why wear your legs out more?
People just like my legs.
Are you tall?
You said what?
Are you tall?
I'm not. I'm only 5'2", actually.
Oh, wow. I'm only a couple inches taller than you. But,
I look tall?
I was assuming because you said show your legs. I'm like, oh, she must be tall. Well,
no,
you do kind of look
like I'm toned, basically.
You feel like dark-skinned women don't get enough credit?
I feel like a lot of women don't get enough credit. And I definitely feel like dark-skinned women have more of a spotlight on what to expect. I feel like a lot of times people kind of like call us out about if we're getting enough credit, and a lot of times it's just like I wasn't even thinking about it until you just called it out.
I feel like they need more credit though.
As far as what?
I don't feel like they getting the credit because everybody you see in the videos of light-skinned women with fake ass shots. It's like,
but Megan's more of a brown-skinned girl. She's more of a dark-skinned girl, and she's the biggest act out.
So they say.
I love Megan, so.
You think she did good in the Crybaby challenge?
I actually didn't get to see it. I haven't been on social media like the past like few weeks. So
you been detoxing?
I mean, I don't really be on there as much. Usually like my mom's either on it or I'm just super busy. Like now that things are actually opening back up, I've kind of been out and about more instead of being on my phone.
Well, you got somebody to manage your account. Well, you know you're making good money when you do this.
What is everything about money? No. Nah, relationships is the new currency.
Relationships, new currency. Mm-hmm. You read that from? What book you read that from?
I didn't.
Here it is. What is some of your New Year's resolutions before I let you go?
I'm gonna say that that's a good question. I'm gonna say that one, I definitely got to start hitting the gym. That's definitely at the top of the list. And then two, sticking with people, working things out, and really working on my conversational skills whenever it comes to my team. And then three, building like a team in every aspect of my business, as far as production, creativity, marketing, business, management, all of that. I want a team for each department this year.
How many people you got on your team already?
Not that many. It's just I have a more so of the creative team as far as like music videos, things like that. I have dancers, um, producer, engineer, writer. Um, I have a good amount of people, but I definitely want to get more so on the business side, like
So how many
marketing.
how many altogether if you had to count?
Um, okay, producer, engineer, writer, dancers, manager, um, photographer, videographer. Only about 10. That don't got nothing to do with money. That's relationships. No, that's actually no. All of them I've known, like the producer, writer, and engineer that I worked with on this project, I had already worked with multiple times before. We literally have years in together. It's really not about the money.
That's good. You think
Mhm.
R&B is in a good spot right now?
I do. I think R&B has really been controlling a lot of things. Except for like, of course, when it comes to pop culture, the rap girls are definitely like up. But as far as like the culture, I definitely feel like R&B girls are winning.
No, I don't feel like R&B and what it used to be. R&B make you really want to make love and do all that. I feel like the
I mean, we
R&B.
still have those moments, but you can't compare different decades. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't make sense for somebody from the 90s to drop a song that was